Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Kim. Today is Wednesday, August 16th, 2023. And we begin with a landmark courtroom win for kids and the climate. On Monday, a judge ruled that the state of Montana has failed to protect the constitutional right of its youngsters to a clean and healthy environment. 16 kids and teens took the case to trial, bringing with them expert witnesses who testified there is overwhelming scientific agreement that the Earth is warming as a direct result of greenhouse gas emissions, primarily from burning fossil fuels, and that their physical and mental well-being is at risk. The judge agreed, and effective immediately, Montana officials must consider the impacts of greenhouse gas emissions when granting permits for oil, gas, and coal. The case was based on a unique line in Montana's constitution that guarantees residents a clean and healthful environment for present and future generations. Pennsylvania, New York, and Hawaii have similar constitutional language and similar lawsuits pending. Former President Donald Trump has until noon next Friday, the 25th of August, to turn himself in on a new round of criminal charges. Late Monday night, he was indicted for allegedly trying to tamper with the results of the 2020 election in the state of Georgia. The evidence reportedly includes a call he made to Georgia's Secretary of State, urging him to find more votes in his favor. This is the fourth time in 5 months that Mr. Trump will have to answer to allegations of wrongdoing. In addition to the former president, 18 of his supporters and allies were also charged. Mr. Trump calls the new indictment a witch hunt and says he'll release proof on Monday. The big question now is whether the former president will take part in a Republican debate next week. Depending on when you're listening, play to determine the second half of the Women's World Cup final is either underway or wrapping up. Starting at 6 a.m. this morning East Coast time, England and home favorite Australia began battling it out to see which country will face off against Spain for the title. The Spaniards earned their first ever trip to the final early yesterday with a high-drama surprise upset over powerhouse Sweden, a team they'd never beaten before. The final is Sunday, and no matter who wins, the tournament itself sure did. Ticket sales for the games, especially those in New Zealand, smashed all expectations. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? That's the famous line in the 1984 blockbuster Raiders of the Lost Ark, when it becomes clear that slithering reptiles are the only fear of Indiana Jones. Fast forward to today, and Harrison Ford, the actor who plays the adventurer, ironically now has a snake bearing his name, a newly discovered species in Peru called Tachymonodes harrisonfordi. It's yellow, brown, and copper, and 16 inches long. The snake's got eyes you can drown in, Mr. Ford joked, and he spends most of the day sunning himself by a pool of dirty water. We probably would have been friends in the early 60s. But then the actor got serious about the discovery and said it's a reminder that there's still so much to learn about our wild world, and that humans are one small part of an impossibly vast biosphere. Before the snake came along, Mr. Ford inspired the name of an ant, Fatal harrisonfordi, and the spider Calpurnia harrisonfordi. Just one day after California gave the green light to robo-taxis freely roaming the streets of San Francisco, chaos. Videos posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, show at least 10 driverless cruise cars stopped with their hazard lights blinking, and commuters backed up in the mess in a neighborhood not far from where an outdoor music festival was taking place. And that, says the company, was part of the problem. So many festival goers were using their phones last Friday that it overwhelmed the cell network that Cruise relies on to direct its vehicles. City officials now want the state's decision reversed, at least until driverless car companies can ensure that tech meltdowns won't get in the way of emergency responders. According to San Francisco's fire department, that's already happened 55 times this year. Among the things no one wants baked into their cookies is wood. And that's why Nestle USA is recalling 2 batches of its Break and Bake Toll House chocolate chip cookie dough. The affected lots reportedly have wood fragments in them, were produced on April 24th and April 25th, and distributed to stores nationwide. So far, Nestle says there haven't been any illnesses or injuries from the unintended ingredient, but the company wants consumers to return the products for a refund or replacement regardless. That's it for Kid News. Now today's Kid News quiz. Kids just won a climate change case in what state? Montana. A new snake species has been named after which actor? Harrison Ford, who plays the snake-afraid adventurer Indiana Jones. What unintended ingredient is popping up in some break-and-bake Toll House cookie dough? Wood fragments. When is the Women's World Cup soccer final? Sunday. It'll be Spain against the winner of this morning's match between England and Australia. In today's Kid News kicker, call him Professor Peyton. Peyton Manning, NFL MVP and Hall of Fame quarterback, just signed on with his alma mater, the University of Tennessee, to teach a variety of courses, including public speaking, sports reporting, video production, and leadership within its College of Communication and Information. The goal, says the school, is to bring industry experience to the classroom. And we're pretty sure those lectures will fill up quickly. Peyton reports for Blackboard duty this fall. Already at the head of the class, these terrific Kid News teachers, Ms. Fun and her Palm Panthers at Palm Avenue Elementary in San Bernardino, California. Bethany, who's homeschooling Theodore, Emmanuel, Genevieve, Hosanna, and Killian Maple in Decatur, Texas. And Mrs. Hernandez and her Lincoln Lions at Lincoln Elementary in North Platte, Nebraska. Thanks for listening. Please sign up for shout-outs and sponsorships on our website at kidnews.org. And we'll see you back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.